Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence.
Banking made simple and convenient. At Built-Well Bank, we're here for you. Whether you're making a milestone purchase or saving for retirement, our dedicated financial team will walk with you every step of the way because we care. From personal banking accounts to making sure your business and commercial needs are met, we'll make sure you have a dedicated Built-Well banker that understands your unique needs and goals. Serving Lawrenceburg and Summertown. Come see us today. Member FDIC.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody to X Sports Live. AJ Good here, joined by Cade Schultz. And Cade, we've had a busy couple of days over there at the Babe Ruth field, but we've had some good couple of days. I think that's the most positive thing is we've seen a lot of kids out there and playing hard and having some fun and a couple beautiful summer nights to be out at Denver Track Field.
Yeah, absolutely. Had a blowout win with yesterday the first game. Yeah. And then a lot of pitches and a lot of walks thrown in that second game. Ended up being close. I think the Pirates took a 6-5 win. Yeah. Over the Yankees. So excited. The weather was great. Earlier in the week. With Monday night being rained out. Yeah. It was good to play Tuesday and Thursday, but it was fun, and I'm thankful for the opportunity. I'll just say this real quick before we get going, to be alongside with you and helping out, and it's a blessing. So
you did great last night calling the second game, and
thank you.
Being a good color guy for me as well, and I've seen some of these kids throughout the years, and it's fun to watch, like when they first come up and they try it and they look a bit overwhelmed, and now I'm seeing some of those guys ripping singles in the left and putting balls in the gap, and I'm like, that's what this is all about. I know, we normally have 6 teams. Now we're down to 4. But I mean, that when you see guys do that and make those adjustments and get better without the course of time, that's what makes Babe Ruth special.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then you have a few high school guys thrown in there. So as far as from the 13, 14-year-old perspective, that's good getting to face some older guys, some better velocity. Yeah. As we seen Dylan Perry come in late yesterday and really throwing a lot harder than some others have.
Going from a knuckleballer to a Aldous Chapman.
Yeah. And, and I think it can be some intimidating. I was there at one time, but I think that's good for them, for the younger ones, and just preparing them and facing some better competition. So that's good. I love Babe Ruth baseball.
Yeah, and I was kind of in that same spot. I remember the first time I went up. I'm watching West Virginia and Cal Poly as we're recording this. Mountaineers up 11-2 in the bottom of the 8th. They got the bases loaded, so they hold on in the top half of the inning. They'll win their first ever super regional game in school history and be a win away from their first college World Series in school.
I know you're probably doing cartwheels inside.
Yeah.
Especially, as you mentioned before we went on air, a guy's got triple shy of the cycle. Did he?
I don't think he did it, but he was close. He started off the game with a 3-run homer, and their pitcher pitched a great game, and it's wild. You've got, 2 Mountaineer legends. You got Rich Rodriguez. If you're looking at the shot to the left of the batter and the pitcher, you've got Rich Rodriguez and Pat McAfee right next to each other. Coach Rob the current coach was there for a while. McAfee, former NFL punter, of course, the face of one of the many faces, one of the big faces of ESPN right now. Rich coached Pat for every year but his senior year at WVU. But it's just wild, man.
I'll tell you a couple more series I'm looking forward to. I wrote a couple down. Troy and Little Rock, really looking forward to that. And then St. John's in Alabama. Alabama seems to the last several years, has struggled some in some regionals. Yeah. Not been able to get out, and they get to host. And even though we're Tennessee guys, I would like to see them make it. I really would. I think it would be.
Oh, you're going there, huh?
I'm going there. I'm going just for love of the game, I guess you could say. Yeah, I guess you could say. I would like to see them make it.
Yeah, because right now, the way it shapes out, so WVU and Cal Poly are playing right now. Looks like the Mountaineers are going to take the advantage. Whoever wins that series plays the winner of Troy and Little Rock. That first game is at 5 today, right after West Virginia and Cal Poly is UNC and North Carolina and USC. I was about to say USC and USC, and they will get the winner of Auburn and Ole Miss. And Auburn and Ole Miss go at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock our time. I've been giving everyone Eastern times. And then you got that side, and then the next side of the bracket, the Kansas-Oklahoma winner gets out the Alabama-St. John's winner. Then you got the Texas-Oregon winner gets the Georgia-Mississippi State winner. So I know there's talk like one side is stronger than the other, all of that stuff, but man, you got to get there first in order for it to be one way or the other.
Yep, that's right. And going back to what I said about Alabama, I'm a Vandy boy, and Vandy baseball boy, and Bama swept Vandy this year down at Bama, and I don't know, who knows. Yeah. if they make it, I'd give them a hand clap.
That makes your take make more sense.
Right, there you go. Thank you. I wanted to
see Alabama, man. I was like,
They
wearing orange shorts over here. It's like,
Tennessee Southern.
Tennessee Southern. I'm a Vandy guy. I'm like, okay, well that makes more sense there on that side. But because Vandy has had their number in baseball for several years.
They have.
Just like you mentioned, they've gotten to that part and have gotten to the spot. Not so much recently. They kind of fallen off over the last few years, but they've built a really good program. It's not going to be easy with St. John's because this team has been one of the best in the Big East for several years. They've been one of the top 3 programs in that league. I know most people, especially, and I see it from the West Virginia standpoint of it's a northern school. You can't, and West Virginia and St. John's are the only 2 northern schools. Not Western, not Southern, a northern school left in it, but don't sleep on those guys because there's a lot of good baseball talent in the New York, New Jersey area, and they just upset Florida State. They're not going to Florida State and Coastal Carolina, who was in the College World Series National Championship game a year ago. They're not going to be afraid of anybody.
Coastal won it probably, I guess, 10 years ago now, maybe back in 2016, somewhere in that.
Yeah, they're not going to be afraid of anybody or any atmosphere that they step into.
For sure. You know, and that makes me think, AJ, there's good baseball everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's just like I said earlier, for love of the game, and I don't care if it's a Division III school playing Division III school and a conference play, you know, that I come across on YouTube. I like touching it and watching it and cheering for the underdog or whatever, you know. Excited for these super regionals, see who comes out winning and makes it to the Final 8.
Well, it's funny, you're talking about the Division III National Championship was decided on a walk-off in a Game 3. I was watching some of the highlights of it. I'm like, man, this is incredible. There were some great games in the JUCO World Series. Tennessee Wesleyan won the NAI National Championship. I'm not as familiar as what has happened or is happening in Division II right now, but we've seen some really good games. And just like you said, we watched it at UT Southern, not just with our own team, with other teams that come in. There's great talent anywhere, and you can,
And you think of several, big league guys, that make a lot of times, they'll make their debut and then they'll have a backstory of how they got there, whatever. And a lot of times you see, like, went the junior college route, was able to go D1, probably a smaller D1, went late in the draft, and boom, made his way up. Or you see several different storylines there and different paths to the bigs, and that's why I love it. So
David Weathers,
the
JUCO ranks.
Montlow,
Montlow. Clint Wright over here came through the JUCO ranks, went straight to the pros. Zach Curtis started at the JUCO ranks before he went to MTSU, and he ended up in the pros. There's great baseball everywhere, Kate. I've seen it. You've seen it. Doesn't matter where you play. As the old saying goes, and some people, especially the big college football 24/7 sports, and those people would disagree, but if you're good enough, they're going to find you.
They're going to find you.
Yeah, the good Lord works it out that way. If you're good enough, they're going to find you. And they definitely will find you. Well, speaking of the College Women's World Series, wrapped up last night. Texas coming away back-to-back national champions. There for the Longhorns, knocking off Texas Tech and the most expensive team in college softball. Even with a UT, former UT star, couldn't beat the Longhorns. The Longhorns are your champions in softball once again.
They took 2 out of 3, didn't they?
Yeah.
Or the first two. The first two. Yeah, the first two. Yeah, and I think in that game last night, Texas Tech went up in the second or third inning, 1-0, held that lead through almost 5 innings, I think, and wasn't able to hold on. But I think they only ended up scoring 1. I think the final was 4-1. Texas took care of Texas Tech, but back-to-back champions for the Longhorns.
It's crazy. They've got a good team there, and another title for the SEC. I think the SEC lately has had a stranglehold on softball. They certainly have had a stranglehold on baseball. That might be changing here, especially when you look at the field and everybody in it, because I'm gonna. I love my boys here at WVU, but they're making a statement right now. They're currently up 12-2 in the top of the ninth.
There you go.
I mean, and
things are
their
looking
side
good.
of the bracket's way more favorable than the other side of the bracket.
And like we were talking about, I think it was Wednesday on live Exports Live. Getting them in these supers. Getting that game 1 win is huge. Is huge, and it looks like they're about to take care of that right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, hey, put all the pressure on the other side. They didn't even throw their ace today. I think they're going to throw their ace tomorrow.
Gotcha.
So that's going to be a lot of fun over there in Morgantown. Well, Kate, coming up next, we're going to take a look at Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals last night. Another wild one between the Hurricanes and the Golden Knights, and then we'll take a look at Game 2 of the NBA Finals when we return here on Exports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen. Got to find the camera there.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Comprehensive care with a compassionate touch. That will always be the guarantee at Encompass Healthcare in Etheridge, Tennessee. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or weight loss treatments, the team at Encompass is equipped to serve your needs today. The doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 and from 8 to noon on Fridays. Make an appointment with providers Kendra Brown, Tori Cox, or Ellie Brown today. That's Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, next door to Chapman Tire.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to Exports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen. AJ Good here, joined by Cade Schultz. Michael Marks is in Chicago right now. He's currently walking around the concourse of Wrigley Field. Is out there. His girlfriend is from Chicago, and her cousin is the catcher of the Cubs, Carson Kelly. So
what about that? I did not
Mike's
realize
been
that.
making me. I'm a big baseball fan, but I'm a huge Cubs fan, so Mike has been making me jealous, sending me all these pictures from Wrigley Field. He's like, yeah, we were in a rain delay. I'm just walking around the concourse. I'm like, oh, you're killing me. Mike,
got the Giants there. You said you got the Giants there. Tony V's there.
Yeah, Tony V and the Giants are out
Gilbert
there.
and maybe Blade. If Blade's still up right now, I don't know. I haven't
he's
seen.
Back in AAA.
He's back in AAA.
He's back in AAA. So before we get into the Stanley Cup Finals, the NBA Finals, Cade, to some national news, it looks like the Chicago Bears might not be in Chicago.
I seen that
anymore. They took just an article according to ESPN. The Bears took a significant step toward leaving Illinois Friday. The Bears board of directors voted Thursday to advance their stadium development. Hang on, I'm about to sneeze.
Bless you.
Live, quote unquote, live TV.
I didn't know if you wanted me to say bless you and then stop your sneeze prior, or
I tried everything I could
There
to
you
stop
go.
that sneeze,
Okay.
but even though we're recording, we're treating it like live TV.
There
But
you
the
go.
Bears Board of Directors voted Thursday to advance their stadium development in Hammond, Indiana, with the exact site still to be determined. This is the first time that the Bears Board has voted on any stadium site. The Bears' plans to leave the state they've called home since their inception for Indiana comes just days after the end of Illinois' spring legislative session. Bears' announcement Friday does not guarantee that the team will leave Illinois, per a league source, while Indiana is in the lead to lure the Bears across state lines to build a domed stadium. Illinois can still get back in the race. So, Cade, your thoughts on the Chicago Bears not even being in Chicago?
I thought I seen something about they were moving to Iowa. Was that? I don't know why. I don't know. I thought I'd come up across. The only thing I'll be honest. The only thing I know about this is an ESPN notification about an hour ago, and I thought for some reason when you said Illinois, did you say Illinois?
Yeah,
They're moving
Indiana. Hammond, Indiana, because you drive, if you're coming from this part, you drive all the way up through Indiana. Then, like, Gary, Indiana is kind of like the last stop before you get to Chicago.
Gotcha.
So I'm guessing it's somewhere near there. I'm not as familiar with that part of Indiana.
Dome Stadium, you said.
But yeah, a dome stadium. I mean, can you even call them the Chicago Bears?
No,
if
I
they're
don't
not
think
in
you
Chicago
could.
anymore?
I think they would have to go with a whole new, certainly, I guess, a logo redesign there, and a new name. Certainly with a new with changing states and a new facility, all new facilities.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of crazy to think about the Chicago Bears not in Chicago.
Not in Chicago. I know.
Doesn't seem right about
maybe
that,
maybe it won't be, well, especially with them building a dome. Won't be as cold. It kind of takes away from.
You would get a home field advantage, but the Bears, they haven't been good enough to have a home field advantage in a very long time.
They haven't. No. Which they had I think they had Justin Fields for a while.
For a little bit.
He went to the
draft pick, and then
he went to the Jets. Now he's with the Chiefs.
And then they brought Caleb Williams as their guy.
Yep,
He's going to be on the
right.
cover of Madden, which means that season's going to go to, what, in the handbasket.
That's right.
Like
Always does. Always does.
Cover. The Madden cover, the ultimate killer of her career. But Cabe, let's get into Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals. We thought it was going to be hard to live up to what Game 1 was. It certainly didn't disappoint. Vegas took a 2-0 lead going into the third, and then in the stretch of 5 minutes and 5 seconds, Carolina takes a 3-2 lead. Goals from Stankoven, Jankowski, and Jordan Stahl off the power play. They finally get a power play goal, but then Mark Stone ties it with 1 minute and 21 seconds left in the game. But then Seth Jarvis on a power play ends it just 4 minutes and 4 seconds or 3 minutes and 56 seconds into overtime, and Carolina is even things up as we go to Vegas on Saturday.
Yeah, and it kind of looked like after the first two periods, it looked like Vegas was going to go up 2-0. Going home.
Looked pretty dominant.
But then something coming out of that second intermission, coming in the third period, Carolina got it into gear, and I think we talked about, what is it, a couple goals short than the first game. What was the first game?
5-4.
5-4.
Yeah.
Okay, 4-3 Carolina in last night's win in overtime. So like when they started out and we were watching it over at the Babe Ruth Fields, just not as not as aggressive. Seemed to be like things seem to be a little slower getting off.
Yeah.
That's how I take it. I'm just now getting into watching NHL and learning more about it. But something I did learn about real quick, I didn't realize the number 0 is banned.
Yeah.
From all of NHL, number 0 and number 0, 00.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I guess.
You learn something new. It's fun when you get into it.
Yeah,
sport.
yeah,
You learn
that's
a
right.
bunch of different things about the sport. So, and for those who don't know why, look it up. There's There's a good reason behind it, and it's a pretty
it is
good reason as well. Sorry, I'm getting getting some phone stuff going on. But let's get into the NBA here. We haven't actually talked about Game 1, Cade, but in Game 1 was crazy. I tuned in midway through the third. San Antonio was up 12, but then the Knicks just absolutely turning on there with the Spurs, and Jalen Brunson was incredible. Ebanobi, I know I just butchered his name, was incredible in Game 1 as well. And it feels like in a lot of ways, Cade, that the Knicks just stole a game from the Spurs there in Game 1.
Oh, they did. They did. And I think the Spurs, kind of have the little, I guess, the favorite, going into this finals.
Yeah.
And with how things, last time I quit watching it, I think it was 82 apiece or something like that, tied up 82-82 when I quit watching it, and then by the next day when I went back and looked at the final score, Knicks kicked it in gear and found a way to come out and take care of business, and getting that Game 1 going up 1-0 is big. It's big, so it was good to see that. It was good to see that.
But I have a feeling tonight, Game 2, Cade, the Spurs are going to come out with their hair on fire.
That's right.
Just
that's
destroy. I don't care. You can throw the 96 Bulls or the 73-9 Warriors team out there. I think the Spurs are going to come out their hair on fire, ready to dominate this thing.
For sure, I would have to agree. I think Wemby's going to be a little more amped. Probably. I'm just like all of them. Castle, all of them. And look at Wemby having some highlight plays. I see that. I'm talking like some big time posterizer, just some big plays.
Yeah,
so
the crowd's going to be ready.
For sure.
That's
for sure.
That's for sure.
They go to San Antonio Game 3.
Yeah, no, they'll be in New York.
New York Game 3. That's right. They started down there.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy time. Okay, that will wrap it up here for an episode of X Sports Live. I know our Friday episodes are normally kind of a little short, not so much local news going on, but here in the coming weeks we're going to be getting into some more trivia. That sort of stuff. We'll have more to talk about as far as the NHL and the NBA, and then Major League Baseball will be really heating up, and then all of a sudden all the hot stove stuff going on.
With MLB, they're almost a third of the way through
They are
already a third of the way through the season. So
motoring through. Time flies when you're having fun.
That's right. That's right, brother.
That's right. So for Cade Schultz, I'm AJ Good. We will see you guys on Monday.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.